Good afternoon, I'm Lucy Carver reporting for Sky News, and today we are celebrating the 146th anniversary of Claude Debussy, the father of Impressionist music. Debussy was born in 1862 in Saint-Germain-en-Laye near Paris in France. He was recognised as being exceptionally talented in music from an early age, and his first piano teacher, Madame Maud de Fleurville, sent him to the Conservatory of Music when he was only 10 years old. Debussy continued to study here for 10 years and was originally interested in becoming a virtuoso pianist. However, after failing 2 of his piano exams, he began to focus on his composition. Thanks to the compositional tutoring of Ernest Gourard, Debussy won the second Prix de Rome in 1883, and the following year acquired the first Prix de Rome with his piece L'Enfant Prodigue. Following this, Debussy began 3 years of study at the Villa Mercedi in Rome. During his study, it was clear that Debussy's music did not keep to the strict classical rules, used new harmonies, and experimented with new sounds and ideas that were a first for the Romantic era. He became heavily interested in and influenced by Impressionist art and also the gamelan orchestra. His music strayed from typical German methods and means of playing, questioned Western forms, and tried to capture the essence of fleeting moment. In April 1893, the performance of his piece La Demoiselle Élue gave Debussy public attention, and exactly 5 years later he had finished writing his piece for Pelléas and Melisande, an opera based on the work of Maurice Maeterlinck, a Belgian poet. This opera was undoubtedly exceptionally successful, and Debussy's fame skyrocketed. The next 20 years came to be the most productive and proactive period for Debussy, who flourished in the new style of Impressionism. He completed many works, one of the first being Prelude to the Afternoon of a Faun, inspired by many of his close friends who were Impressionist artists and poets. Debussy also finished 3 orchestral suites, Nocturnes, La Mer, and Images, a ballet and much other piano music. In 1904, Debussy left his wife of 5 years, Rosalie Texier, for Emma Bardock, and together they had a daughter, Claude Emma, and then married in 1908. As the war broke out in 1914, however, Debussy's inspiration for music faded, as did his health. Diagnosed with cancer, he produced his last work, the 4th Sonata for violin and piano, and died in March 1918 in Paris as the city was bombarded at the end of World War I. It is evident that Debussy was heavily influenced, not by other musicians but by Impressionist artists of the time. People such as Joseph Turner, an Impressionist painter, affected Debussy deeply. Debussy referred to Joseph as the finest creator of mystery in art. Debussy's music reflects the ambiguity of this Impressionism, insightfully, suggesting and evoking emotions and experimenting with odd and unusual harmonies. He used pentatonics, the whole tone scale, and sometimes ancient Greek modes to make an impression rather than telling a story. And now to end with a quote from Debussy himself. I wanted from music a freedom, which it possesses perhaps to a greater degree than every other art, not being tied to a more or less exact reproduction of nature, but to the mysterious correspondences between nature and imagination.